the old rocking chair in the quiet town of Willow Creek. There was a small, white farmhouse with peeling paint, a wide front porch, and an old rocking chair that had weathered nearly a century of sun, rain, and snow. The chair belonged to Henry Walker, a retired carpenter in his late 70s. Henry was known around town for his gentle smile, his well-worn flannel shirts, and the way he always had a story ready for anyone who stopped by. But above all, people remembered Henry for the rocking chair. It wasn't just furniture. It was a piece of his life. Henry had built it when he was a young man, fresh out of high school, with dreams of starting a family and building a future. The chair sat on the porch the day he proposed to his wife, Margaret. It was where he rocked each of his 3 children to sleep on summer nights when the crickets sang. It was where he sipped coffee every morning before heading out to work, and where he rested, aching bones after long days. But now, Margaret had passed, and the children were scattered across the country. The chair sat mostly unused, creaking softly in the breeze, holding memories only Henry could hear. A visit from the past one chilly autumn afternoon. Henry's granddaughter, Emily, came to visit. She was 15, quiet, and always had a sketchbook under her arm. "Grandpa, nice," she said as she climbed the porch steps. "Why do you keep this old chair? It looks like it's about to fall apart." Henry chuckled, patting the smooth wooden armrest. "Oh, this chair has more life in it than most people realize. It's been with me through everything." Emily frowned, running her hand along the scratches and dents. "It just looks old." "Everything old has a story," Henry replied. "Do you want to hear one?" Emily hesitated, but then nodded, settling beside him as he began to rock slowly. The stories, the chair, held. Henry told her about the night Emily's mother was born. "Your grandma was inside the house, and I was sitting right here, praying so hard, my hands shook. Then, when the doctor came out with the news that she was healthy, I cried right in this chair. Tears just rolled down my face." He told her about the day he got laid off from the mill. "I came home so broken I couldn't even talk. I sat in this chair, and your grandma came out and held my hand. She said, 'Henry, we'll get through this together.' And we did." And he told her about Margaret's final days. "She loved this porch, you know? Even when she was too weak to stand, I carried her out here and we rocked together one last time. She told me not to be sad, that love lasts longer than wood or stone." Emily sat in silence, sketching as her grandfather spoke. Her pencil captured the curve of the chair's arms, the worn spots where countless hands had rested, and the way the wood seemed alive with memory the storm May week later. A powerful storm hit Willow Creek. Winds tore branches from trees. Rain pounded the earth, and lightning split the sky. Henry, stubborn as ever, refused to leave his porch. He sat in the rocking chair, watching the storm, listening to the thunder like an old friend. Suddenly, Emily appeared at the door, soaked from running across the yard after school. "Grandpa, come inside. It's dangerous." Henry shook his head. "This chair has seen storms worse than this. Don't worry." But then, a strong gust of wind snapped a tree branch, sending it crashing onto the porch railing. Emily screamed, rushing forward. She grabbed her grandfather's arm. "Please, Grandpa, come inside. The chair can stay, but I don't want to lose you." For the first time, Henry saw fear in her eyes, the same fear he once carried for others. Slowly, he stood, letting her lead him into the house. When the storm passed, they stepped outside. The porch railing was shattered, and the old rocking chair lay on its side. One leg broken, soaked with rain. A new beginning. Emily knelt beside the chair, tears filling her eyes. "It's ruined." Henry looked at the broken wood, and then at his granddaughter. "No, it's not. It just needs a little care. Like all of us, it's not finished yet." The next day, Emily returned with her sketchbook and an idea. "Grandpa," she said, "teach me. Show me how to fix it." Together, they worked in Henry's dusty workshop. He guided her hands as she sanded, glued, and clamped the wood. They replaced the broken leg, polished the surface, okay, and gave the chair new strength without erasing its scars. As they worked, Henry told more stories, and Emily listened, laughing and crying in turn. By the time they finished, okay, the chair looked worn but strong, just like him, the legacy of the chair on the first sunny day after the storm. Henry placed the chair back on the porch. This time, Emily sat in it, while Henry stood proudly beside her. "It's yours now," he said softly. Emily's eyes widened. "But Grandpa, no buts. You gave it new life. You listened to its stories, and one day you'll have your own stories to add." Emily ran her hand along the smooth wood, now shining with fresh polish but still marked with the history of a family. She smiled through tears. "I'll take care of it, I promise." Henry nodded, his heart swelling. The chair that had carried him through life would now carry his. Granddaughter. Moral of the story: the old rocking chair wasn't just furniture. It was a reminder that love, memories, and resilience live on through generations. Emily learned that even the things that seem worn or broken still hold value when cared for, and that listening to the past helps guide the future. Because sometimes the strongest legacy isn't in wealth or possessions, but in the quiet things that hold our stories, waiting to be passed on.